Hello, Avon representatives. I'm Tina Bridges, and today with me again is Valerie. Hi, Valerie.
Hello.
What we
How
want
are
to
you?
do today? I'm fabulous. I'm so glad you're joining us today.
I'm so excited to join you.
Well, what we want to do, this is part two with Ask Val. Hopefully you watched our other video where she's gave you lots of tips, but today I've had a lot of questions, and we're just going to play it by ear and just find out more what we can do to help you grow your sales. So, Valerie,
Absolutely.
thank you so much for joining us. And I know you've looked at our new product that we've got coming out, the new Ultimate.
Absolutely. It's amazing.
And I want everybody to get really, really excited about this. Now, this is a new Ultimate. I've been using it, and I'm so happy. I'll tell you, when I first started using it, I think it was the day one, I was driving down the road, and I went to change my mirror, and I'm like, wow, I look so much younger. I was so excited.
Right, and that's what happens when you're consistent with using something. Many times people say, "Oh, I want a sample." That's great, but when they can experience it on a day-to-day basis, it's so much better. So, give them the sample, but at the same time, really encourage them. Hey, we stand behind our products. Just invest in it. It's for your skin. And when you think about the price point, I mean, the introductory price is $34.99, comparable to a product at Lancome. Well, no, it actually has even more moisture than the Absolute with Lancome. That's over $365. What a great investment to take care of the one thing that people will see for the rest of your life, which is your face.
Well, and Valerie, I don't know, you saw that we have a stock up opportunity where, well, is advanced, have it advanced so they can do that. Because if you take level one, and I know a lot of people, we don't want you to go in depth, but we want you to sell this. If you take level one, you're going to get one free. And so
Right.
you're going to earn $90.97. But you're going to have repeat sales. So Valerie, I know from experience, because like you've shared with us on the last video, that this is what you do for a living.
Right.
Tell me what suggestions do you have, and tell us why you think it's good to have these products on hand.
It's really good to have it on hand because women love to buy spontaneously. And when they fall in love with something and they get to put it in their hands that day, it feels so wonderful because then, they can kind of leave that experience and may even decide, you know what, I don't think I want it. But it's so important that you treat this as the jewel that it is. This is Avon luxury. This is the best of the best that Avon is offering. And that's something to be really excited about. So when you tell the story about Anew and how, it has the black pearl, which is known for energizing and hydrating the skin, that's something that's a rare gem. And when you're talking about it and you're excited about it and you're explaining the benefits of the firming and the helps with lines and wrinkles and give that radiant look to your skin, why wouldn't you want to take it home today? And it's not something you have to worry about if you stock it, if they're going to buy it, because they will. Women really care about their skin because we are all getting old. Every day we get older. So it's really something that everyone needs. And when you really show them the benefits of it and let them know, like I said, the story behind it and how it's going to only enhance the skin that they have, who wouldn't want to take it home?
Well, and Valerie, too, I think a lot of representatives, one of the questions that I had from some of our representatives, they said, well, okay, we have so many products, and if they already have a line, why would they buy this extra? If they're already happy with their, tell us some tips that you would give to help move this product.
Well, first of all, you have to remember it is a night cream and it's a lightweight night cream. The average skincare user don't have a night cream. They may have a great day cream that they use for day and night, but this is something that's another luxury that they can add to their skincare routine. And even if they tell you they use another line, like, maybe Lancome or Estee Lauder or something else, let them know this is a luxury product at a fraction of what you're going to pay for the others. So investing $34.99, it's a great way to try luxury and you know that they'll love it. And women today are very savvy. So if they're using another brand, don't let that shut you down, but let this be added to what they're currently using. Because like I said, when it comes to night creams, that's not often the first investment people are making. Beginning, it's cleansing, toning, moisturizing, and now you're saying, I'm going to offer you luxury for $34.99. And what you want to do is once they experience it and decide they want to take it home, you want to call them in about 2 weeks. And I say that because we know they're going to love it. And call them and say, how's it working for you? Don't you just love it? Be excited about it. And let them know, since I know you love that product, I want you to know you can still get it for $34.99 right now, because it will go to $50. And you're doing them a favor. They may decide, you know what, I'll go ahead and get another one now. So I hope I answered your question.
You did. I love that. And I love the one thing you pointed out, that is a lightweight, because sometimes our representatives and our customers and our clients will say, well, I have oily skin and I don't need that much moisturizer. And I'll tell you, I have a combination, and this is very light. Even though it's moisturizing, it is not greasy and it doesn't feel really heavy on my skin. So I think the other question would be, okay, what about when people would say, hey, I don't need that much moisturizer, or I do have oily skin? What would you recommend?
Well, I have oily skin too, but we are going into a seasonal change as well. And during these winter months, our skin tends to get drier. I'm super oily during the summertime, but during the winter months, and although I live in Florida, my skin does change and it gets a little drier. And they don't have to use a lot. And again, like you mentioned, it's not greasy, it's very lightweight, and the skin tends to get a little drier at night. So that's why we do recommend a night cream.
Well, great answer. And just representatives who are listening to this too, just remember too that we do have a policy where if you get this and your customers, you can give a customer and say, take this home and use it. And you don't have to pay for it until you like it. Until you let me know. No one else, no department store can offer that. Where they take it home and they pay for it. And like Valerie said, you could follow up in a couple of days and what do you think? Because they can return that product. You're able to return the product. It's nothing out of their pocket. But I'm telling you, if your customers and your clients will try it, they're going to love it. And I think, I got a few other questions that people have asked and wanted to know from you. Whenever you work with clients, especially, I know you do makeup and things like that for several people, what is a typical cost? Like if someone says, if they would sit down with you and you would help them find, everything they need for their skincare, what is a typical client would spend?
Well, it all depends. It could be $350 to $400. The prices in department stores tend to be a little bit higher. But with Avon, you're getting great quality for, again, a fraction of the cost. But one of the things when you are discussing skincare with your client is to not really talk prices. Usually they don't ask about prices. And even when I'm working with a client in a store or wherever I'm going, we don't really talk prices, because when they find out the benefits of it, when they have experienced it, whether you're experiencing that moisturizer on their hand and they're touching and feeling it and smelling it and feeling the texture, and as they're hearing that, the benefits are being sold to them. And as I said before, we always want to know what's in it for me. How is this product going to affect me? So I don't think cost is always an issue. Sometimes we like to shop with our pockets and we think, oh, that moisturizer is $34.99 or it's $50. But I can promise you, I have sold moisturizers that are from $200 and up. Can you believe, Tina, they even have moisturizers that cost $1,000?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So, wow, if women are going to spend that, and if they try ours, I really think they'd be very impressed and would want to buy ours.
Absolutely. Skincare is just one of those things where it's wonderful you love makeup, but the makeup looks so much better when you really take care of that skin. And the Anew is such a wonderful product. I love the story behind it. I love that black pearl extract that they're going to get in there. And you know, again, it has firming benefits. It's for lines. It's for wrinkles. It's such a luxury item, and I'm really excited that Avon has launched this in this season.
So am I, and I love it, and I want it all over me because I love it so much. It is a great product, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you the next level. So the first level, guys, was you take 4, you're going to get 1 free. So this is a great for those of you who are just starting out. You may be a little nervous, but remember we have a 100% guarantee, and if you have credit with Avon, you don't have to pay for that. So you can receive that. You need to let us know as soon as possible if you want to receive that. And you will not have to pay for it until the end of campaign 23. Okay, now you can take 12 the next level. So those of you who are our top sellers or you already have a good client base, and even if you don't, this is, you know, you can think about this. You could take 12. So that's finding 12 people who will be excited about skincare. When you do, they're going to get 3 Ultimate Supremes, 1 Ultimate Multi Performance, 1 Ultimate Performance Eye Cream as well. So think about that. You're really you could give away 3 sets if you wanted to. What if you went to someone and said, hey, you know what, would you like to get this great skincare for free? So you could find 3 people and break it up, and if they try it, like it, and get you some more customers, you could give it to them for free.
Absolutely. And that eye cream is amazing.
Yes, that is too. So I don't know if you guys can see this. Look at our website that's on there as well. Now, the next level is you take 24. Now, can you find 24 people out there who want skincare, women are concerned about their skincare? When you do that, you're going to get 6 free, 6 of the Ultimate Multi Performance, and 2 of the eye creams as well. Plus, you're going to get this beautiful necklace with a $150 value. Now, let me give you a little tip on this. Now, you could go find the customers, but think about someone who's trying to raise money. Did you know that you could do a fundraiser maybe with this?
Wow.
Yeah, you could do a fundraiser. Or you could say, you know, if you found some organization, go places like cheerleading. They got a cheerleading or anybody who's trying to raise money. Let them know, hey, if you help me sell 24 of these, then someone who's helped, like say you found 10 people that are going to go help do that. The necklace could be in the drawing to be the top seller, or you could do a drawing or something like that. But make it fun and exciting because I think it's really great. This is great skincare. And let me think of any other questions that I've been asked. Let me look on here too. Okay.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to say, Tina, as you were talking about, you know, those who have concerns, there are some women who they never have that skincare conversation because no one ever has it with them. So they're not even using skincare. And I mean, I still hear many clients say, I use soap and water. So it might be the customer or the client that you know who cares for their skin, but also, you know, be open. You know, ask someone, what are you currently using on your skin? You would be surprised that so many still aren't. And you could be that first person to introduce them to skincare. So skincare definitely benefits everybody, but that would be something I would really initiate with every client that I have, because no woman wants to look old if we can prevent that. And we know having that hydration helps to minimize any fine lines and wrinkles. So I think that should be something you want to offer to every client as a benefit to them.
I love that. Now, getting back to the soap and water, tell me some things that you would say. So one of our representatives is starting out and they're really trying to grow their skincare, because we know if they really want a big business, they've got to do the skincare. But if they say, well, everybody I talk to says they use something else, or I'm happy with my soap and water, then my skin still looks good, what would you say to them?
Well, I would say to them, if you are happy with your soap and water, just imagine how more amazing your skin will look when we're using products that are catered and made and designed just for your skin type. Because, soap and water, someone is happy with it because that's all they know. But you as a professional and as the representative, educate them, because maybe their mother always used it. But soap actually causes a film over the skin and can make oily skin appear dry and vice versa. So just educate them and say, at least let me at least try it for a little while, or try investing in skincare. It can't hurt for them too. I mean, the cleanser and toner, the prices are very minimal, and it's going to do so much better. And then a lot of women are using deodorant soaps on their face. The face is so gentle, and those soaps are made for the body that can handle a lot more. So just educate them. Women sometimes, of course, we give those answers, but challenge yourself to dig a little deeper. And that's one of the things I had to learn as a professional. Dig a little deeper, because sometimes when you ask those questions, do you use skincare? No. What about changing that to, what type of skincare are you using? Well, I'm currently not using any, as opposed to, well, no, I'm using soap and water. So think about what you say and how you say, and take your time with each client and really get to know them. And as that confidence and that rapport builds, they'll trust any of your recommendations.
Good, Aunt. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, Valerie, I know that on our last call, you talked about a client list that you developed, and I think it's wonderful. Can you please explain why that why you suggest doing a client list? Because I really think this will help our representatives that have been selling a long time to really get more professional, and as well as our new representative join us. Tell us about this client list.
Well, the important aspect of having a client list is so you can engage more with your client. We know that everyone is internet savvy. They're on the internet trying to see what's the latest and the greatest thing. It's so impersonal sometimes, and women are connoisseurs. They are getting a little bit of this and a little bit of that from different lines, but it's really nice when they have a representative who knows them, knows what they like, and get to learn more about them. And it's a little different than just the click of a button on a computer when they have someone who can say, hey, I know red is your favorite color. We got a new red lipstick. It really helps you to learn your client base. And you may have some clients you might see one time and never hear from them again, but then the core of your clientele, you really want to learn what they like, learn what they don't like, and make the appropriate recommendations for them. And you'll get to learn their families, you'll get to learn what type of jobs they have, and you can make recommendations that make sense. If you know this client is really into skincare and doesn't like makeup, when you have new makeup, she's not the first person you're going to run to with about the latest eyeshadow, but you want to tell her about something like the Anew, which is new. So it really helps you to engage, to know them more, and have more of a personal experience with them, and that they can feel like, hey, this is one of my friends, not just a salesperson.
Sorry, you see my dogs came all in.
The dog wanted a piece of the action too.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we heard about this skincare. We got to come in here and find out what's going on. My dogs
absolutely
too. Of course, they're girls. But anyway, I love hearing your passion, and I just think the representatives can learn so much. And then I think if we could just shortly tie it up, with the cross selling, because I think you and I talked about. Okay, we've got them sold on that. What is something that you would, just to start leading them over? I know we don't have the time to just go over everything, right. But how would you cross-sell to get them to be buying our foundation and our eyeshadows and cross-selling over to our makeup line?
Well, I would always, whenever I like to give a sample, I like to give a sample as something that they normally don't use. If they're just my skincare customer or client, I want to give them a fragrance sample. If they only use fragrance, I want to give them skincare, and vice versa. It's kind of like crossing them over into another category of what Avon has to offer. So we know that most women, they enter into makeup by lipstick. give her the lipstick samples. Try to find out what colors she like, and and give her those samples, and hopefully you'll cross her over into another category that you have. But that's the only thing you can do, is by showing, giving those samples, and letting her know, I thought about you and I picked this color for you. That makes it so personal than say, there's a sample in the bag for you, but say, hey, Tina, I picked 2 lipstick colors that I thought would be great on you. Try those samples out and let me know what you think.
I love it. And I think, I've heard you say a lot about samples. So our representatives that are listening to this today, you heard her say she's a professional and does this for a living, and has done this for how many years, Valerie?
18.
For 18 years, working with clients from all walks of life. So I heard her say several times about samples. So make sure you have samples, even though, as managers and as Valerie has been professional, we know that having some of these new products on hand are great. But we also know everybody's different. You may not, can afford to have extra stuff available, but samples will always get you there. Even if you take a bottle or 2, so you'll have that for sales, having samples, and don't just, like you said, don't just throw them in the bag and follow up. I love the client list, because on that client list, you could say, make yourself little notes that you gave the sample, and remind yourself to follow up and ask, how did you like that new lipstick? It's on sale, or whatever. Following up and connecting with your customer, I think that's the most important thing. So I want to thank you for joining us, and thank Val for sharing all of her wonderful experiences.
I love it.
But thank you. Happy selling. Get out there and enjoy yourself, because that's what it's about. If you're happy and passionate, they are going to be as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, guys.